Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, I shall be talking about a specific show that is Total Drama. Now, Total Drama has had a lot of seasons. We've had Island, we've had Action, we've had World Tour, we've had Revenge of the Island, we had All Stars, Pockettail Island, Redonkulous Race, and then currently what's going on right now is Cartoon Network is Total Drama Rama, and it's been confirmed that Total Drama will be getting an extra 2 seasons coming soon to Cartoon Network and HBO Max, and I'm very excited for that. But what I wanted to talk about here when it came to Total Drama today is a certain specific character, and that is Duncan. Duncan is the bad boy turned good guy in All Stars that kind of didn't make any sense. How does this bad boy go from that to being a goody-goody in All-Stars just like this, just because of the writing? That makes no sense. This man has made it his mission to torture Harold and make Harold's life a living nightmare because of what he did to Courtney in season 1 in Total Drama Island. And yet we also get this guy apologizing and being nice to a mama bird. And I'm over here thinking, like, how are you ruining Duncan's character this quickly? Like, literally, the only saving factor that actually probably saved Duncan's character in All-Stars is the fact what he did to Chris's mansion or Chris's boathouse when he set it on fire and ended up getting arrested. And considering it was arson, he didn't get taken to juvie, he got taken straight up to jail. And we do see in the end that he's still in jail, but I think by this time Duncan's probably going to be out, and Duncan will probably try and make things right with Gwen, because I don't understand why the writers broke Duncan and Gwen up, but that's for another video. But besides that, Duncan is definitely the best Total Drama player of all time, because Duncan has the best average placement and average finish out of the whole characters of Total Drama. And here today, I'm going to be explaining why Duncan is the greatest character in Total Drama. And I just want to say this man knows how to play the game. He does. So Duncan's finish in Total Drama Island was 4th. But when it came to Total Drama Island, we gotta remember how Duncan got eliminated. It was him and Owen versus Heather and Gwen. It was the boys versus the girls. And the boys would have won if it wasn't for Owen's hungriness, his stomach. Because Owen smelled, I think it was honey buns, and he ended up running towards the totem pole, which they were supposed to tag if they were to win. And instead of tagging the totem pole, he got the honey buns, which ended up meaning they lost because Heather then touched the totem pole. And at the end, Duncan was probably going to be on the cutting edge because I don't really know why. I wonder who, I think it was Chef's choice on who got voted out. So because it was between him and Owen, and I guess Chef doesn't like Duncan that much, so Chef voted out Duncan. But without the fact that Owen went for the honey buns, Duncan would have probably finished at least top 3, maybe even been in the final 2. And if Duncan had made it to the final 3, that would have been just better for him, because the next season in Total Drama Action, we didn't really see much of Duncan that much up until Courtney came back. And when Courtney came back, they tried to play the soul love story angle. And then Duncan finally did what everybody would have done had they been in Duncan's position. They voted off Courtney. And I think it was in the 4th to last episode, because Owen got eliminated, because Owen got brought back to do the sabotage the contestants, but he wasn't able to do that. And he ended up getting kicked out too. So Duncan voted for Courtney. Beth voted for Courtney, which means Courtney missed out. Duncan ended up going to the final 2 with Beth and ended up winning in one version of Total Drama. I think he won the American version of Total Drama and Beth won the Canadian version. But still, Duncan has a win and a 4th place finish so far. So Duncan's worst finish so far in Total Drama has been 4th place. Then we move on to the next season, which is World Tour. And this is where they introduced the love triangle between Duncan, Gwen, and Courtney. Duncan never said in World Tour that he was back with Courtney. He never gave the confirmation that he was back with Courtney. Courtney just thought that Duncan was still in love with him, and so Duncan was still her boyfriend. But Duncan never said anything about him being back with Courtney. And Duncan had every right. Duncan had every right to go after Gwen. Because he never said that him and Courtney were back together after the last time they broke up. So when Duncan kissed Gwen, and I think it was the London episode, Duncan had every right to. Now, Gwen is kind of, it was kind of obvious it was going to happen because you could just see Duncan and Courtney's personalities were not going to work together, and Duncan and Gwen's personality seemed really, really close. And I'm very glad that they put that couple together because it makes more sense. Duncan and Gwen versus Duncan and Courtney. I'm going Duncan and Gwen just because of their personalities. Their personalities are similar. Gwen won't make Duncan read a 25-page letter on everything that Courtney doesn't like about him, and Duncan will be fine and happy with Gwen. But then Duncan ended up quitting in the first episode, came back in the London episode after they saw him at a British, I think he was performing with this punk band, their Schnitzel Kickers, and then he ended up finishing, I think it was 5th in Total Drama World Tour, losing out to Alejandro, Heather, Sierra, and Cody. Those are the 4 he ended up losing to, with Heather and Alejandro ended up winning Total Drama World Tour in their respective countries. And then came his final season so far that we've seen him in, and that was Total Drama All-Stars. And oh my god, All-Stars, what is wrong with this show? What is wrong with this season? This season ruined a lot of people's characters and made the characters seem absolutely stupid. First of all, you made Gwen look stupid because Gwen, for the majority part of All-Stars, is trying to be friends with Courtney. And when Duncan starts paying more attention to Courtney, Gwen gets upset with him. So Gwen is doing the same thing that Duncan is, but she doesn't get upset at herself for doing the same thing that Duncan's doing, and ends up breaking up with him for the same goddamn reason that what she was doing, he was doing. That makes no sense. And then they turn Duncan from a bad guy into a good guy. They put Duncan on the good team, and we see Duncan transition from the bad guy to the good guy, and it's just like, it's very, very weird because, like I said, he apologizes and has a deep conversation with a mama bird. Going from season 1 Duncan to this season Duncan? No. I do not agree with it, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And the fact that the stupidest logistical reason they broke up Duncan and Gwen was absolutely just stupid, because they should have kept Duncan and Gwen together. Because, yes, Gwen was kind of a nice girl, but to be honest, some of the things that she did in season 1, she was kind of a bad girl. So, Duncan and Gwen should have stayed together, in my honest opinion, when it came to Total Drama All-Stars. I don't think they should break them up. I think they should have been endgame, at least for right now, and maybe something happens when they bring back Total Drama. But Duncan ended up finishing 8th place. And the only reason Duncan ended up finishing in 8th place is due to the fact that he wanted to prove to everyone that he was still a bad guy. So he ended up exploding Chris's boatside house or Chris's mansion, and he ended up getting arrested for that, which means he got eliminated and finished 8th place. But had Duncan not done that, and Duncan stuck with what he was, and had the writers not ruined Duncan's character, I honestly think that Duncan could have at least made it to the top 5 or even the top 6, which would have made his average placement better. But in terms of his average finish throughout the 4 shows, Duncan has an average finish of 4.5. And out of the average placements of the contestants that have played and made 4 seasons, which are Lindsay, Gwen, Courtney, Owen, Heather, and Duncan, Owen is in 4 seasons due to the redonkulous race. Everybody else has had the main 3 and then All-Stars. And out of the people from All-Stars, Lindsay has an average. Lindsay has an average. Sorry, I didn't even write that right. Gwen, I'm gonna go to Gwen because Gwen's top 5. Gwen has an average placement of 0.408. Courtney is just a bit better with an average placement of 0.398. Heather's better than Courtney in that, with an average placement of 0.377. Second place is Owen with the average placement of 0.284, and by 10.010%, Duncan is the best average placement in Total Drama with the average placement of 0.274. So now that I've explained everything, the stats, and all the reasons why I think Duncan is the characters and why he could have had a best finish. I want to know your opinions down in the comments down below. Do you think Duncan is the best total drama character of all time in terms of finishing and the way he played the game? Or do you think there's another character that's better than Duncan? And please let me know in the comments down below so I can hear your opinions. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.